Velma, an elderly woman who lives alone, gets a call from her grandson saying he was in a car accident and got thrown in jail. He says a lawyer will contact her, and that lawyer tells her to mail $10,000 to an address. Velma takes the cash to the post office. On the way, she calls her daughter and son-in-law, but neither picks up, which makes her even more sure something really happened to her grandson. At the post office, she follows the instructions and drops the money into a trash can. As she walks away, a stranger appears behind her. Right then, her daughter calls back. Velma tells her what happened with her grandson, and they try calling him, but he still doesn't answer. Her daughter and son-in-law rush home, and luckily their son finally picks up and says he was just asleep. That's when Velma realizes she got scammed. She thinks it over for a long time and decides she's going to get her money back. First, she needs the address again. She wrote it down on a slip of paper the day before, and if she can find that note, she can track down the 10 grand. She goes back to the post office and finds the paper in the trash can. Next, she has to figure out how to get there. Just then, an old man rides by on a mobility scooter, and that gives her an idea. She thinks of her old friend Ben at the retirement home and has her grandson take her there. Once they arrive, she says she wants to borrow a scooter to go after the money she lost. Ben objects right away. He's worried something will happen to her. Even the police have a hard time catching scammers. So what could a 93-year-old possibly do? Velma doesn't push it. She just says she wants to try riding the scooter. Ben agrees, and she starts circling the retirement home. Then Ben notices she's going faster and faster, heading straight for the front gate. He instantly realizes what she's doing and jumps onto another scooter to block her. Velma swerves around Ben and keeps going. His scooter crashes, and all he can do is watch her disappear. But then Ben takes a shortcut and cuts her off again. A second ago, he was still trying to talk her out of it, and the next, she pulls him onto the scooter with her. Meanwhile, her grandson can't find his grandma outside, so he searches all over the retirement home, but no one has seen her. The family goes to the police station to report her missing, but since she hasn't even been gone an hour, the police won't take the case. Velma and Ben decide to stop by another old friend's house and borrow a gun for protection. Ben keeps their friend distracted with small talk while Velma says she needs the bathroom, sneaks upstairs and takes the handgun her friend hid in a box. Then she and Ben head for the address. Before long, the scooter runs out of power, so they have to stop and recharge it. While they wait, Velma posts a photo on social media. She doesn't realize her grandson will see it, study the picture, and figure out where she is. The whole family immediately drives to the gas station. By then, the scooter is charged. Suddenly, a car pulls into Velma's view. The two of them panic and take off, but they get forced into a dead end. At the critical moment, Velma tosses away the tracker her grandson gave her, but after that, they lose their bearings. Ben wants to ask someone for help, but Velma insists she can handle it herself. Then things get even worse. The scooter is gone too. When they stopped earlier, Velma forgot to set the brake, and it rolled out into the road, separating them. After she and Ben get split up, Velma loses her way. Then she misses her footing and falls hard. She tries several times to stand up, but she can't. In despair, she takes out her hearing aids and waits for whatever comes next. No one knows how much time passes, but Ben still can't stop worrying about her, so he comes looking. He helps her back up, and Velma finally explains why she's been so determined. She's not afraid of living alone. She just needs to prove she can still do anything. Just then, by pure luck, her friend Gail drives past. They get in the car and head to the address where the money was sent. There they find mailbox number 21. Soon a young guy comes by and collects what's inside. The two of them tail him all the way to a lighting store and figure this must be the scammer's base. Velma goes in alone and tells Ben to keep watch outside. She storms in and demands her money back. The old man grabs her hand and tells her not to move, then claims the scam was only to keep the lighting store from going under. Velma tells him that if she doesn't come out in 5 minutes, her partner outside will call the cops. A second later, she senses the danger and pretends she's confused and losing her memory. The old man thinks the threat is gone, so he starts calming her down and asks for her family's address, planning to send her home. But in the next second, she pulls out the handgun and jams it into the old man's back, threatening him to return the money right now. Another young guy runs out the door, but Ben, who is waiting outside, trips him. Ben comes into the room and helps Velma pin the old man down, forcing him to say where the cash is hidden. The old man claims all the money is in online accounts. Faced with the complicated computer setup, Velma has no choice but to call her grandson for help. As he guides her remotely, he also drives to the lighting store. At last, Velma gets her money back. Then she fires a shot and destroys the computer, warning the old man never to go after someone else's money again. In the end, Velma and Ben walk out of the lighting store,